we used to understand that male and female, as far as multicellular organisms are concerned, is a universal constant until just the last 10 years.
Yeah. Despite the fact we have 8 billion people on the planet who have set the example of where they came from, they dropped out of a meat suit or a meat sack, which we call the vagina.
Vagine.
But somebody can feel a certain way, and they're like, well, I'm a woman today and a man tomorrow and a woman. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that.
No. That's those useless people again.
Yeah. Are you having the trans problem in Canada?
Oh, my God. It,
Looney
it depends. It depends where, right? So, like I say, we're very conservative around here. Nevertheless, it's an issue. I would say that maybe not as polarizing up here as it is down there, just because people take these crazy sides down there, like, this is this 250-pound man calling himself a woman while he gets to compete in women's sports. It's not quite like that, but it's like that video you showed, it's like, well, here I am and these are my opinions and therefore I can run the country. I'm like, okay,
no,
maybe not. Unconstrained thinkers. What are you going to do?
And what's funny is that they're always the ones. Well, I mean, but 20 years ago, it was the left who was saying, follow the money. It was them who was actually quoting 1984 mostly correct.
Yeah.
Now they're the ones who are regurgitating the party rhetoric, and they don't even see it.
They are.
It's
1984.
Yes. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, if you can look me in the eye and unironically say that men can deliver babies, that they can give birth to babies, I have no reason to listen to anything else you have to say.
That's absolutely correct.
Because you are trying to convince me that my own eyes, ears, biological reality, and experience are totally wrong because you feel a certain way.
Yeah.
Because of reasons in fictional vagina.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the unconstrained point of view is like, okay, if I feel it works this way, it works this way. And the real problem is when it comes to dealing with these people is us as constrained thinkers. When we look at someone unconstrained, we just think they're woefully misguided. It's like, you don't understand how this works at all. But we don't think they look at us. But when they look at us, an unconstrained looks at a constrained person, they think you're evil.
Yep.
So it's completely okay to wipe us out.
Yeah, you're killing people because I have a different opinion.
It's nutty, man.
Yeah. You're taking women's rights away. Which rights?
They can't answer.
No, that they can never. The only thing that they go to, abortion. Well, abortion was never a right. Show me where in the Constitution it was written that you have the right to murder an unborn child just because it's not the right time.
Yeah.
Well, if it's not the right time, close your fucking legs.
That's right. Listen, you know how stuff gets in there. You know how it comes out. By the time you get to that stage, you kind of understand that whole process.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
So if you get to the point where it's going to become an issue, you've been fucking up by the numbers.
A little bit. Maybe they're fucking for the numbers.
I don't know.
Look at Lily Phillips.
Yeah.
These women honestly believe that betting 128 dudes means they're a hot ticket item in marriage material. No, it just means you're easy and you lack any semblance of impulse control. And impulse control is essential for a functioning civilization because we're evil, hairless monkeys and we usually don't make the right decision the first time. And most of us are still stupid enough to do the wrong thing. Or the only time we do the right thing is when somebody's looking. Because you want credit for it.
Or if you want a virtue signal.
Yeah, virtue signal. Well, virtue signaling is it's like an excuse. It's the maximum range is the length of your penis or 0 meters.
Or if you're a woman, it's everything outside the circumference of your tits.
And there you go.
You know who had a great thing on this was Anthony Jeselnik. I was watching one of his old comedy skits, and he was talking about how, like, if a disaster happens or something bad happens, people have to get on their Facebook or whatever and go, hey, I'm really supportive of this, or I'm doing this and that. And he says, nothing you put on there makes any difference. The only reason you're doing that is in the midst of this tragedy, you're saying, hey, I'm important too.
Yep. Pretty much.
That's all there is to it. And it was, I thought, damn, nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Blue-haired freak was marked safe from misidentified Nazi salutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
That's totally
Ugh.
accurate.
Good times, huh? Good times.
But then
Jesus.
again, these are the same people who claim that it's not gay if you suck on it because it's a woman's penis.
First of all, that whole trans
Just saying.
ideology is nothing but a dangerous obstacle course to gay land. And during that obstacle course, you lose your kecking balls
Kick it,
and
bulls.
your titties.
Yeah, this is the only. It is a disease. Let's be honest. It is a mental illness. It is a disease. It is the only. It is the only ailment that we treat by making a perfectly healthy body match a sick mind.
Yep.
Usually, we used to understand that you're supposed to fix the mind to match the healthy body.
Yeah.
And now, not only is that how we
Well-
fix it, but everybody's supposed to play along.
But here's
And
the thing.
that they won't join the fantastic 41%. Oh no, as long as we just, encourage them.
Yeah. If you are one of those guys, and this is an actual mental illness, where you believe a part of your body needs to be cut off.
Which is a tiny fraction of everybody out there professing at BTW.
Yeah. And you say that to a psychologist, you're going to get the I love me coat. You're going to get your 2 cups of medication, one in the AM, one in the PM, until you stop thinking that way.
Yep.
But if you're like, well, this mean, evil punis and dick brains need to go, okay, let's just grease the ramp that goes right to that pit of poop wound hell, and let's just be on with it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what comedian was saying this, but he was saying, I want my sons to grow up stronger, so I want to start being able to give them steroids and TRT and stuff like that, even as they're growing. And he says, well, apparently that's illegal. But what I don't understand is if I was claiming he was a girl, then I could get drugs to block all that stuff. So why can't I add it? Just say it, And I thought, that's an interesting take on that, isn't it?
And that's literally the same drugs that they use to castrate pedophiles.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Anyway.
Oh, but it's totally reversible. No big deal.
Yeah. It'll work out.
It'll be fine. No big deal.
What could go
What
wrong?
could be wrong? The thing is, like, this affirmation is really like, we used to understand that, hey, we're usually not going to make the right decision the first time. Age and experience is what makes us wise. And we all used to agree as well that, telling the schizophrenic that sticking their head in the microwave will make the aliens leave the planet was a bad idea. But this is not the first time that this kind of thing has been happening. Modern women have been doing this for years. And here's a nice video that sums it all up neatly in 1 minute and 13 seconds.
All right.
And then I slept with his dad.
Hey, check out CJ.
If you really love me, you would delete all the girls in your contact list.
That's crazy. Even my mom?
Especially your mom.
What? You know what? I am done with you. Goodbye.
So pathetic.
We should say something to her that'll ruin her life forever.
I know just the thing.
Hey, CJ. We just wanted to tell you something.
It looks like another man broke up with you.
And we wanted you to know he didn't deserve you anyway.
He didn't?
No, you're the best thing that's ever happened to him.
Yeah, you're right.
You deserve to be treated like a queen.
And nothing you did was wrong. Everything is his fault.
You really think so?
Yes, don't change anything about you.
You're literally perfect.
Wow, thanks, guys. I was just about to self-reflect on all my failed relationships and take a long, hard look in the mirror. But instead, I'll just keep blaming all my dating problems on other people.
Exactly.
So you see, lying to your girlfriend makes you look like a good person, while also decreasing competition in the dating pool. If you told your friend the truth, she might improve herself and find a more suitable mate than you. So instead, just lie. It'll make her feel better and allow you to marry a better husband. Telling your friends the truth, not even once.
Wow.
That is great.
And let's be honest, as far as the Looney Tunes are concerned,
There you
this
go.
is everything that's going on. Most of the people out there who affirm your identity don't believe it themselves.
Well, they've actually hijacked like the medical term dictionary, and they don't even consider the trans ideology a mental illness anymore.
Yeah.
In that same dictionary, you look for delusions, and that's still in there.
Yeah.
But that doesn't apply to you're born in the wrong body. I'm sorry. I know we keep going back to this, but it seems like there'd be more troons in Canada.
I'm guessing in like the densely populated, just like here, the densely populated areas is where you're going to see that.
It's like I say, I live in a country town, and that's on purpose. There's a tiny little town in the middle of the prairie here, and everybody's armed, and I love it here. It's just really nice.
I'm just saying, I do not like green eggs and ma'am. I do not like them.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.